Speaking of football and college football, as we know, the NFL draft will take place in late April right here in Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
And according to one James Harbaugh, the Georgia record of getting guys drafted in one draft may be broken, as Jim Harbaugh believes there's a good chance that 20 of his players will be drafted in the upcoming draft. And I don't think they're going to get 20. I think they will probably get definitely double digits, but not 20. And
the record right now is 11, I believe. In one, not the record, but Michigan's record.
Oh, okay.
The most players that have been drafted in a single draft from Michigan is 11.
Right. Although I think they'll break that. I mean, they believe. 7 people are already on the Senior Bowl offensive lineman watch list for the Senior Bowl.
Some of this will be determined by how many guys actually leave Michigan next year. There's some guys that will have more eligibility. How many are going to forego that, that eligibility? Right.
Is JJ going to leave? Is Donovan Edwards going to leave? I expect Donovan Edwards would leave. Where are these guys going to get drafted? Who's going to, unfortunately, injuries might play a part of this stuff. I just think, and for Jim to talk about it, John, you always, in a weird way, have taught me, just let your play do the talking.
Let your pad speak.
Don't worry about the other stuff. And lately, especially this offseason, forgetting about the NCAA stuff, just the things coming from the coach of this football team, from Jim Harbaugh, it's not Michigan-like to me. Bragging about how many guys you think are going to be drafted. They have a Georgia drill. Talking national championship.
Well, there's no bragging about the Georgia drill. The Georgia drill is because they haven't beaten Georgia or anybody like Georgia.
Okay, well, they only played Georgia once.
Games. Right, all right, but they've lost to Alabama in a bowl game. They've lost to Florida in a bowl game. They've lost to Georgia in a bowl game. They lost to TCU in a bowl game.
Okay.
Oh, they get to the SEC and they're not ready to play. Because that's the counter to that. That's what we're going to hear next. When, they weren't focused on playing Georgia.
And who knows if they're going to play Georgia? Who knows if they make the college football playoffs this year? There's a lot of people that are predicting that they will.
Right. But I don't want to hear Michigan people brag about them right now.
You don't want to hear Michigan people brag about their team?
Their coach and their players. Just play it cool. Just go out and kick ass. That's all.
It's August 1st.
Yeah, it's August 1st. Yes, so we're entering the September Heisman era, the time of year, which you professed last year.
Oh, please don't blow that out of proportion.
But
stick to the facts. Max sticks to the facts.
Max sticks to the facts.
Who is most likely to be that September Heisman? JJ, Corum, or Edwards?
Michael Penix.
Well, he's already in the conversation.
I'm just kidding. It's my makeup. I am Mr. Doom and Gloom. I always think the worst is going to happen, so I don't want to hear. But I don't want to hear.
This is the guy that loves the sizzle. Doesn't necessarily want the steak.
But
are you going to be afraid to go to East Lansing for that night game?
Well, we're all shaking in our boots. My goodness. And just to think of the arrogance of wearing maize and blue, I'm worried that something severe might happen after the comments from last week, the warning,
the PSA,
the public service announcement that was handed out. I'm curious.
I think some of that was taken a little out of context. There's some people who are sitting there. He's promoting. I'm talking about Mike.
No. I'm not saying he was inciting it.
No, I didn't say you were, but there are people who say, he's promoting violence. No, he's not. He was telling people our fan base is as disgusting as the fan base in Columbus or actually in Philadelphia, and don't go to the game because you never know what's going to happen.
I'm curious.
Just stay away from the tunnels.
Well, it sounds like stay away from East Lansing. Are Spartan fans okay with that narrative that they can't control themselves when they see maize and blue in their stadium, that they can't control themselves?
They're not. I was around quite a few of them over the weekend, and they're kind of pissed. He goes, I've gone to a lot of Michigan State games, and there's nothing goes on. You trash talk a little bit, but that's about it. The burning couches and stuff, that happens It's been happening for years. That's different.
Yeah, and it's not at the stadium. That's, kind of in the neighborhood, the student housing, and that's what they do. I don't have any issue with that. That's their issue. But the question is, for Spartan fans that heard that, I am curious, are you upset that, that some believe that you can't control yourselves? That it's just going to be an all-out brawl in the stands as soon as they see a Wolverine walking down the street. I mean, the PSA was, you're not safe.
That was yes.
That was the PSA.
Yes.
You're not safe.
Exactly. And I don't think it's like that at all, to be quite honest with you.
I'm not a Spartan.
I'm just have a bodyguard?
Yeah, Doug Karsh. He'll have his helmet on. I'll stand behind him.